Hello, hello? Ah, okay, everything is connecting again. Okay. Things are being weird just now. I don't know why. Okay. We are good. We are good. Hello! Wait, is my stream deck working? Hello? Why is it not working? One moment. What's going on? My whole system is being weird. What's happening? Why can't I? Okay, hold on. One by one. Let's slowly try to fix this one by one. What is happening? Why can't I open my stream deck? Oh my gosh. I can't open my stream deck. What's going on? That's so weird. Oh, okay, okay. It's working again. Oh my gosh, I got scared for a moment. The last time this happened, the last time my stream deck stopped working, I had to redo everything. So that freaks me out a little bit, but welcome, welcome. Hi everybody. Wait, why is everything broken? My chat box is also not working, guys. Something's really wrong with the stream today. It's a bit cursed. I don't know what's happening. Ah, yeah, yeah. No, not Steam Deck. My stream deck. Wait. Testing. Okay, okay. It should be working now. Guys, can you say hi in the chat so I can... Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, everything's breaking one by one, but it's okay. We got it. We got it. So I put on my earpiece and then I couldn't hear anything from my stream and I was like, what's going on? And then I turned on my stream deck and I tried to like change my scene through it and just it wasn't changing. And then I got into my default just chatting screen and all of a sudden my chat box wasn't working. Oh my gosh, today's gonna be a day. I can already feel it. It's already gonna be quite the day. But hello, welcome in. Can I just say hello to everybody who's in chat? Hi, Brad. Hi, Bannery. Hi, Chris. Hi, Bullseye Bot. Shami-san. And Tail Clips. Anybody else? Hunt L. Thank you for the lurkies. Strider. Welcome in. Welcome in. And I miss out anybody? I hope not. Okay. So today's gonna be Tetris Blocks and Talks. Is gonna be scuffers. I hope not too scuffed though. I'm really excited for tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow is gonna be my first fishing Friday. It's gonna be like a new segment that I'm doing on my show. Hopefully every week if I can. But Friday is also like the only time that I can actually hang out with my friends. So I might not have every single Friday as a fishing Friday. But I was talking to my manager last week and we were kind of thinking about what kind of content I can do. And he asked me, what do you enjoy doing apart from like your toys, your singing, all the stuff that you're already doing? And I was like, I like fishing games. So yeah. Immediately that came to mind too, like the fishing game that you made for me. But obviously, I can't play it anymore since it has my face. Although my face isn't like a super secret or anything. But if we can have an updated version with my VTuber face, then maybe it'll be playable. Chat, it's time to fish. Yeah, so I'm gonna explore some fishing games over the next couple weeks. And if you have any fishing games that you would like to introduce to me as well, I would happily try it. So I know that there's the idle fishing game that you can play with chat. I haven't checked that out. But tomorrow we're probably gonna continue an indie game that I played last week, which is Fishing Paradise, and it was really really fun. I was kind of sad that it was just like a short 1 hour that I played it for. So is eggnog being summoned? Is our alert? Is our alert working or is that broken too? What's going on with my stream today? Hold up. I'm so sure that it should be. Oh my gosh, where is my eggnog? Somebody summoned it and it is not coming out. Let me. Okay, I'll try again in 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that. So weirdly intricate for a birthday gift now that I think about it, but it was really fun. Yeah, at the time I felt like because it was lockdown season 2, so it was like everybody was cooped up at home and our creative juices were just like running wild, you know? Chris, and if you want to ask something, that depends on what you want to ask. So if it's something too personal or if it's something that I can't really weigh in on, then I apologize. I don't think I'll be able to address your question much, but feel free to try and ask me. And if it's not within my wheelhouse to answer, I'll let you know. Okay, so apart from Fishing Fridays, we're gonna have our usual like Hime's Design House. Oh yes, we're gonna have an extra episode of Hime's Design House this week because I'm planning quite a big collab with some of the people who have participated in the VTuber industry logos as VTuber logos. Trent, have you seen that? I don't know if you have seen that, but let me show you some examples actually. So it's been a trend and it's been really fun to participate in. Even I saw it and I was like, I gotta do this. Okay, let me put away my controller first. Okay, okay. So you see, it's all started with somebody named Smarmello who commented on Twitter that there are some really bad VTuber logos. Like y'all don't know what you're doing, you know. And I will admit, like if we're sticking strictly to industry logo standards, then yeah, you know, VTuber logos it's more like personal branding sort of thing. So it doesn't work. Okay, but then this person, Aisu Asai, had the idea to create industry logos as VTuber logos. And it was very very well received. Like we can go look at the quotes here. So a ton of people just replied with all sorts of different. I mostly only reached out to those that I saw quote tweeted it like yesterday night. So I might extend the invitation a bit more. Oh, there's a prawn hub over there. But there's quite a few more unhinged ones coming out, which is interesting. But yeah, I saw the ones from Costco onwards. So yesterday, this was the one at the top, and then we had Amazon and a bunch of like really cute designs that came out. So I had the opportunity to like reach out to all these different people. Some of them are designers, some of them are not streamers yet, some of them are pre-debut, some of them are VTubers and designers. And I also participated. If you want to see mine is Haiti Lao Hot Pot. If you have not seen it, I did one for myself as well. I think it did pretty good. Like 300 likes is way beyond what I usually get on my engagement. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. So since I had so much fun doing this, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna invite a bunch of people. Okay, it's gonna be a wide net that I'm casting, and I invited a bunch of people to stream with me on Hime's Design House this Sunday. So this Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. We already have about 5 people who are joining. It's quite a big collaboration from what we usually do, which is like one-to-one kind of streams. So I'm a bit nervous on how it's gonna go, but I will do my best to moderate. And you know, I hope you guys get to know like all these cool people who are putting their work out there as well. It's gonna be fun. So this is really gonna be like a proper Hime's Design House episode. Most of the other episodes I just draw stuff, which is fine too. But I feel like I haven't really been designing, so this is really like graphic design territory, which is not my usual wheelhouse. Doing things like that, yeah, it's fun. I can do it, but if you're asking me to do like actual graphic design in the industry, your girl is like lost. I don't. Nobody wants my work in their corporate like branding. No. X is just a sticker over the bird. What? Boeing VTuber logo is a plane with parts falling off. Oh my gosh, I heard of the Boeing controversy. That has been insane so far. I didn't really keep up with like what happened to the whistleblower and all that, but it does like pose some worries, you know, like especially as industry giants, the kind of responsibility you have to the people that you're serving, right? It's insane. All right, so before we start our Tetris Blocks and Toph, he supposedly self-ended. I don't believe that for a second. Honestly, it's crazy. This was also like it's been a couple days as well, right? All right, and okay, hold on. I'm just like writing down my thoughts right now. I have like a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about, or at least like stuff that we can talk about. I'm just making a list right now. I know I should be doing this way before stream, but your girl is doing it right now because I just woke up from a nap. Like people using their body weight to push parts into place, etc. Yeah, I heard like people were like stomping on the parts to fit them in, right? Which is crazy. Conspiracies, yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, but when it like directly affects you, that's quite scary. Since you and Hubby are going to Japan, can you please check out TV, Tokyo, Animax, and Kid Station to see which would be it? I only have a week in Japan, Chris, so I'm not going to be doing like industry research for you while I'm on my honeymoon. But whenever you go to Japan, you can go and research it for yourself. It's time Bunny Pro VTuber Tetrio. I don't think I'm gonna perform very well today, but my mind is like doubly awake because I went for a run today. I'm training to like kind of get like a timing on my runs now, and it's been really tiring. I honestly hate running. I hate running with a passion. Okay, I don't understand people who enjoy it. But yet it's the most convenient thing to do, like to kind of like manage my weight and manage my stamina, right? So I've decided I will just try to enjoy running, but I still really hate it. Like every time I run, I still hate it. Every time I run, I still ask myself, why am I doing this? But every time I run, I also feel a bit more awake, and it's hard to deny the benefits of like doing some exercise. Like I've been a couch potato for a good like chunk of my time since I started streaming and doing all that. Since streaming became like my main hobby, I haven't moved around as much. So it's been pretty rough on my health, I guess, or at least my stamina has taken a hit. I am not at all the kind of like agile, fast, stamina filled bunny as I used to be. I'm getting into my lazy bunny era, and it's not sitting right with me. Like I run for the bus and I get so breathless that I feel ashamed of myself. Like, oh man, I'm so unfit when I don't have a reason to be apart from me being lazy. So I started running again, and I just like it a lot, but it's good for me. I feel more awake, and that's why I'm just bullet trading off right now. I don't know how many players are in the game right now. If you guys want to join in, by the way, feel free to join. We're playing some quick play, maybe one or two matches before we like jump into Tetra League and get wrecked. So yeah, if you want to come in and like play together, this is where you can. I've never failed the army fitness test. I have never bothered to train running. You must be like naturally quite how to say, not say fit, but like maybe naturally you have a higher stamina than usual. Running sounds like a better option to gain energy. I tried coffee and it just makes me tired. I don't like coffee either. I don't like coffee. I think the worst. But I like caffeine. That's the thing. I like green tea. I like Coca Cola. I like all the stuff that has caffeine, but I don't like coffee. The point is to build stamina by other means. So how do you usually like build your stamina if you don't mind me asking? I tried Tetrio and like got smashed before I hit 4 rows. Mooj. Okay, let me also like start up speech chat because your girl is gonna have a difficult time paying attention to chat while playing. So can you guys try it out? I like the taste with some added flavor. I have coconut syrup. My GF jokes about how I drink coffee. Coconut flavored coffee is new to me. Wait, I can't sleep on the days that I train. Oh no, why? Have you like figured out why that is, or is it just like a weird phenomenon that is kind of unexplained at the moment? Jumping squats, few seconds of the rest, diamond push-ups. Ooh, that sounds like quite a tough regime. Oh my gosh, I managed to kick that stuff in. Dang, has my brain gotten like more active as well since brain hyperactivity? I don't know, maybe. I guess because I don't get a lot of like physical exercise nowadays, so when I do, it's like a huge pump, and I don't know what that makes me just feel so energetic. But I have been falling a bit sick though. I don't know if you guys have been feeling something going around recently, but I've been feeling something going around. My throat has been weird feeling, and I don't think I can stream more than 2 hours today because of that. Like I feel so not breathless, but it's like a mild kind of sore. It's not like a full-on sore throat, but it's just like a bit of an itch, which is annoying enough. So I don't know what I'm down with, but I'm gonna try and like steer clear of too heavy exercise as well, because I'm afraid that if I overexert myself, then you know, things will not go well for me. Ah! Ah! No, 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 no! Ah, oh well. Evening, Himito. Hi. Welcome, come. Anything that builds stamina will let you brute force running. I know a guy who doesn't cycle a lot, but who cycles a lot but doesn't run. He's never failed the running test either. Nice. Do I do a big funny and join? Yes, come on in. Why not? I'll probably only be playing for a while though. The brain muscles got big. Honestly, I don't know about that. I will say though, I feel like when it comes to running, my willpower is the main thing that's going against me. Like I don't have the kind of perseverance to run when I know I could be walking. You know, my body's like, why are you doing this to me? I want to walk. And then I'll look at the bus stop and probably say, I'll set like a proximal goal, like, okay, I'm just going to walk to that bus stop and then I'm going to start walking. So the problem of that is that once I start walking, then it becomes harder to like kickstart again. So I've started listening to my Tetrio playlist as I run, by the way. So the playlist that you're listening to now is the same one that I use when I run, and I will try to like psycho myself to say like, okay, we're walking now, but the break's gotta end sometime, right? So I'm gonna end my break when the beat drops. So it will like dun 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 dun. I start running. So I can't motivate myself to run without something around me to motivate myself to do it. I remember when I used to work with someone who was super physically fit. Like he hit the gym every day. I don't think that's recommended, and I don't know why he did it either. But he survived, and it was like those really intense ones, like HIIT. You know, high impact. What does HIIT stand for again? Intense training, something like that. But it was scary. So he asked me to join the gym that he was at because there was like a free 2 week trial. So I was like, all right, it's not like I have anything better to do anyway. So I joined him for the whole time, for the entire 2 weeks, and somehow I survived. And I think that was the fittest that I was at. And afterwards, it was just downhill from there, guys. Speaking of caffeine, look at this person's username, Cola Coffee. Both cola and coffee, best of both worlds. I feel like when I drink coffee, I only like it when it's sweet, which is not healthy at all. Like I don't drink coffee unless it tastes like some sort of smoothie, you know. Like I love a peppermint chocolate. I love the frappuccino thing. I love like red velvet. I don't know. We had looking coffee with their red velvet coffee things. But I hardly ever drink coffee by itself. Like I don't get it personally. There's much of what I'm doing. My workout can only be sustained for a few minutes. Ah, high intensity interval training. That's right. That's what it stands for. Thank you for reminding me. So I did a big buddy a joy. Come. It works if we do the split properly. You mean like if you exercise at the right intervals or something like that? Yeah, maybe. I guess if you space it out all right, then it's fine. I used to hit the gym every day at the point where I was conditioned enough to do it, but after enough weeks and after getting COVID, I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. COVID really knocked the wind out of me. I didn't expect to like get it so bad because I got like the what's that called, the vaccination and all that. Like yes, I know it doesn't prevent you from getting it, but I thought that it would lessen the symptoms, right? But it was the most painful sore throat that I've ever experienced. I couldn't even talk. I remember like I was slowly losing my voice while I was streaming because I was supposed to stream that day, and I knew that I was not well, but I wasn't like unwell enough to not stream. So the problem with that is I ended up streaming, but I wasn't even able to talk properly. Inflammation markers, etc., usually return to baseline about 48 hours after work. What is inflammation markers? Also, my streaming deck is still not loading, which is kind of worrying. Okay, yeah, I wanted to like push myself to the right, to the left side, because I think like you can see a bit better here. You know. I'm gonna get some water because I've been yapping away. Guys, get yourself something to hydrate with. I'm gonna make a public room for viewers to join. I'm just doing quick play and then I'm doing some Tetra League, so I apologize. I don't think I'll be playing with viewers specifically today, but if you want to join in the quick play, I would be happy to go up against you, though I'm not much of a force to be reckoned with anyway. Alright, one moment. Let me go and get some water. Ah, I need some water.
Haru Himeji. Okay. Hope stream going well. Inflammation is the body's general response to stress like exercise.
I came back. Hi, Joku! Oh my gosh, it's been forever! How are you? How are you? Thank you for coming in. How are you? I said how are you like 5 times because it's been like that long since I last saw you. Did you change? Did you change the capitalization on your name? That's so funny.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute. How's Apex
イットルック
Legends?
ファニ
It look funny. It do look funny. It make it a bit hard to like. I was trying to read the name like joke souffleur, joke souffle like souffle. Oh, souffle. Oh my gosh, I really want to have like a really fluffy
ー
omelet.
LMAO
That's what I want to have right now. I want to have a fluffy omelet like tomato rice. Specifically from Hoshino Coffee. Like I don't even go to
TNT
Hoshino
プレース
Coffee
オー
for the
ルウェイズ
coffee, but I go there for the yum yums. Like the food there is really good. Highly recommended if you're looking for a place to eat and you don't have like dietary restrictions. I love Hoshino Coffee. It's so good. Oh, now I'm having a craving. I want to have Hoshino Coffee. Man, I also kind of want to have like hot pot because after making that logo, I was like, hot
ライ
pot.
フビーイングへ
It
ローラー
actually
コース
sounds
ター
so
S
good
王
right now.
は
I feel like I haven't had a good meal in a while. Okay. All right. No. That's not true. I had a good meal like yesterday. So yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? Me and my husband were calling into Singapore Airlines to change our flight ticket, and it was so expensive to change. I wish I knew earlier that if I probably like made my way down to their office at Ion Orchard, it might have been cheaper. But it's too late for that. I did it over the phone, and it cost me a small fortune, and I was really angry and annoyed at myself that it was so expensive. But we have no choice because of our work's schedule, so we could only go during that time, which sucks. But anyway, that's a rant for another day. Hi, Missions! Look. I'm just ranting about like how I had to change my flight ticket, and it was so freaking expensive, dude. Like I was legitimately a little mad that it was so expensive. Like although I knew it was that or we forfeit the entire ticket
おー
price,
フライトプーフ
but
ェ
I
ア
was still mad about it.
What,
It's
what?
like the kind of things I could do with that kind of money is like there's so much I could do. There's so many figurines I could buy, and I was just mad. Anyway, yeah. We're gonna have our honeymoon in June. We're going to Osaka, which is nice.
ニューチケット
It has. I haven't been to Japan in a long time. I think the last time I went was with my
コン
family
グラッツ
when I was like 10 years old. So it's been a long time. No, I was a teen by then. I wasn't 10. I was like maybe 14. But it's been a hot minute, okay? So I'm very excited for the trip. But I was still really mad that it was so expensive. And then we were like talking about how we have to go on a budget for the next like couple of months so that we can afford the trip and all the luxuries on the trip itself. And then we went out for dinner with the intention of eating economic bihun. So those of you who know what economic bihun is, it's a pretty affordable meal in Singapore where it's like fried noodles and very minimal. Like you can add on ingredients, of course, but the baseline is just a noodle and like maybe an egg, you know, and it maybe costs like $3, which is pretty affordable. So we went by the store, the bihun store, and I was like, actually, I don't really feel like having bihun. And my husband was like, yeah, actually, same. I don't have the mood for bihun, but we were both like, but maybe we should eat it because it's cheap. And then we smelled the mukata from nearby, and decided, you know what, I want to have mukata. So we spent $30 on our meal that day. It was too much. Yeah, small luxuries like that. Yeah. Just living in Singapore is expensive, okay?
母応援チヌ
So I was like mildly disappointed at myself that I didn't stick to the plan. I didn't stick to the plan to like have a budget meal, but I was also like, it's been a while since we had mukata. So I save money in the moment making cheap meal prep. Oh, how's that going for you? What are some of your go-to recipes? I was like putting. Today I had like a pretty late lunch, so I wasn't super hungry, and I felt like having Doritos, so I put in some Doritos and then some salsa, right? And I was like, this doesn't taste great. So I was like watching who's that? The one who calls himself Papa on YouTube. I can't remember his channel name, but he's great. And he was showing us how to make like a homemade nachos, and I found myself wondering, maybe I should cook more at home. But it just doesn't make sense to buy all these ingredients when I don't cook often, especially when there's just two of us in our household. Like it's just me and my husband. So majority of the ingredients usually go bad before we can even use it, since most of the time it makes more sense to just buy it from a store. You should do those rice cooker. I love rice cooker meals. I used to make like tomato and cheese rice all the time. It's not the healthiest. I use like processed sausages and stuff, but it still tastes pretty fire. So no regrets. I cook my rice. I add soy sauce and mushrooms and the roast chicken wings that's seasoned. Aw, that sounds so good and healthy, dude. I remember when I was meal prepping, I used to use salmon and raw vegetables a lot. So I'm someone who hates dealing with a knife. Okay, I can't really cook because my knife skills are really bad. But I'm slowly getting used to it a bit better. And I used to like pan fry salmon with butter and then have like a raw salad of just carrots, alfalfa, and maybe quinoa, and that was my meal prep. I just didn't like cooking a lot. A single person I believe in new meals cook. Yeah, it does. And then when I was meal prepping like salads, I really love salads actually. So I would cook like cold pasta salads. That I did a lot because then you don't even have to reheat it, right? And I would like cook it with like all those different colored peppers and all that. I was a fancy meal prepper. But I lost my cookbook. I'm still really sad about it. So for like the few years that I was in tertiary education university as well as during lockdown, all the recipes that I tried, I wrote into like this little notebook. But I've since lost that notebook. So all of the recipes I've ever tried and tested and like recorded down are gone. And my heart just hurts whenever I think about it. It's like, all the meals I've ever cooked in my life, which is not a lot. All right, which is not a lot, to be fair. So it makes me super sad when I think about my cookbook. But I'm also thinking maybe it's a good time to start a new one. Maybe it's a good time to start a new one and like kickstart my cooking journey again, you know? I should do cooking streams and teach you how to cook. I saw like was it Onigiri or somebody who was streaming cooking the other day, and they had a green screen behind their kitchen. It was so funny. So they have their VTuber models, but their real hands like interacting with the stove and stuff. And I was like, that is such a cool setup. If I had like a freaking green screen setup and a green screen suit, I would probably do that too. It's so insane, but it's so cool too. Okay, I'm gonna put myself on the right. Let me know. You know what? Maybe I'll make myself slightly smaller. Base setup. It's so great though. I'm so inspired, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do cooking streams because it's hazardous.
How to get up to my keyboard to say that sounds cool.
Get out to like. Thank you for the comment. Yeah, it does sound cool and it is super cool for real. Green screen suits so her hands and body are floating. I know, it's so funny. I love it though. I love it. She's such an amazing content creator and entertainer. That is what I strive to be in the future. Like, if I could do this full time, I was just talking to Chie about if we ever had to relocate or if we ever had the chance to relocate, would we want to do it? And honestly, the part of me that really likes security and, you know, like things that are familiar is like, no, I don't really want to leave Singapore. But the part of me that's adventurous and like wants and yearns for new experiences is like, I hella want to try living somewhere else, you know? Like, Singapore will always be my home, don't get me wrong, and I'll probably retire here or something. But at the end of the day, there's so many things that I've yet to experience in the world, and I would love to go overseas and experience life there because I never got to experience like living long term in a different country. At most was like maybe 3 weeks, but I wouldn't really consider that a long enough time to assimilate into the culture much. Yeah, the world is so much larger. Yeah, exactly. It's so much larger than like my office job and all that I'm living for right now that I just wish I had the capacity to just go wherever I wanted to go and not have to worry about surviving, you know? I've also heard of people who have I have someone in my circle who is going on a work holiday right now, which is an interesting concept. So she's in New Zealand at the moment and she has taken up a job farming. And apparently that's like something that Singaporean people do. It's news to me. I never even considered going overseas just to take up like a job for a short term. But and she has a husband and everything, no kids, but she has a husband and everything that she just left in Singapore, and she's like, I want to experience life in New Zealand. So she uprooted herself and left for the state, like left for Anzac. And then, yeah, so that's pretty interesting. Like, though I think wherever I want to go, I would still want my husband around. I'm very clingy when it comes to my partners. Like, I don't think I could live apart from them. My last relationship before my husband and I got to know each other ended because of long distance. So I know for a fact that I'm incapable of long distance relationships, or at least I don't have the chops to make it work. It's real tough for real, and anyone who's in a long distance relationship, you have my mad respect, because your girl is has a very hard time making it work. Hold on. Some of you guys might be familiar actually with my ex-boyfriend who was a like very active part of the community, and we're on decent terms, you know. Like he's found his life in the States and is living his best life. He has a new partner as well. Things are going well for him, and I'm very happy that he's found like someone who he can share his life with over there. Yeah. We don't talk often, like just out of respect for each other's partners and stuff. But when we find funny memes that we want to send to each other, we still send it, you know. So that's the kind of relationship that we have now. But Mr. Toki, like he was called Mr. Toki, that boyfriend. Mr. Toki was a lovely guy. He was a lovely guy. He really was. And yeah. But life happens, you know. I think we as humans have forgotten we have free will. I think it's not just about that, but it's like the restrictions to that free will. Like we can't do. Okay, obviously I'm not talking about people who want to commit crimes and like, you know, affect other people with their so-called free will. But what I mean is like our options in life are kind of limited to the amount of money that we have. Don't you think so? I feel like that's the state of our world right now, is that our options in life just depends on how much money you are. Like, if you're Elon Musk, you have enough money. This man could go to the moon. This man went to the moon. So, it's all about the money. Money makes the world go round, and I think that kind of sucks, but what to do, right? Economy is just part of the world we live in. We want to do super weird stuff, like start growing instead. Wait, growing what? Growling instead of speaking. It's legal. Well, yeah, you have free will to do that if you want. Honestly, as long as you're not hurting anybody, like go ham. In my opinion, if it's all consensual, nobody gets hurt, you know, everybody's having a good time, sure, whatever. But the line is crossed for me when you affect other people. And I think that's a very like Buddhist mindset. It's like all's well that doesn't affect the rest of the people in the world. I forgot how the saying goes, but it's something like that from what I recall. Correct me if I'm wrong. Something about do whatever you want as long as you don't harm the people and stuff around you, you know? But to what extent is a different question altogether. True, it's legal. Would you want to start barking though? As a way of legitimate communication? I think that would be super cool. Okay, hold on. Ooh, we're doing pretty good here. We have some clean builds. I'm quite happy with that. My head is getting a bit sore though, so I think it's a bit too high. Freedom ends where another one's freedom starts is something I hear a lot. Oh, that's interesting. Elvish, that's quite the unique language that you would want to pick up. If it were me, and I could pick up any language, I honestly wouldn't know which one I want to pick up first. Oh, good luck with that. I think it's gonna go well. Do you have any like special events that you're gonna celebrate, etc.? Oh gosh, I'm building myself to my doom, y'all. I really admire people who can pick up languages quickly, because I am not like that. Like, yes, I've studied Mandarin my whole life, and yes, I'm terrible at it. Because I just can't seem to figure things out naturally when it comes to languages. There is a proficiency test, you know, to kind of test like whether you're able to pick up languages easily. I remember it was like some sort of an introductory test for people who want to train to be secret agents in the field of languages in the United States. They have like a sort of test to see if you are capable of identifying language patterns easily and stuff. I did not understand anything that was happening with that test. I attempted it, went halfway, and I was like, I don't even know what's going on. So, if you guys ever want to try that out together, though, I would be happy to retake it. Or at least try it again. Yeah, but I'm not someone who recognizes patterns in speech very well. I recognize patterns, visual patterns a bit better. And arithmetics is somewhere that I'm also very weak in. Basically what I'm saying is I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, but you know, we all have our strengths. Woo!
Yeah, cryptography is fun.
Cryptography is fun. What's cryptography? Oh yeah, when it comes to like figuring out, like I can't even read Morse code. Like there was a time during lockdown I think where I memorized the Morse code, but the problem was I couldn't segment the I couldn't segment the dots and lines from each other, so I struggled either way. And I kept guessing the letters wrong, so I was like, you know what, I'm not built for this. I don't know how to listen out for it very well yet. But I do believe that you can pick up any skill that you set your mind to pick up. It's just, you know, whether you have to put in a little more work than someone who's naturally gifted at it. Cryptography is not fun, it is a headache. Oh no! Morse code dyslexia. It feels that way, yeah. It's like I don't even know what I'm listening or reading. Elliptic curve cryptography. Oh god. I don't think I'd be able to figure that out easily. Oh, it does send something nice. Okay, let's try to maximize. So I'm more of a reaction person, so when it comes to not really rhythm games. Rhythm games I still struggle with at times, but I think I'm better than average at rhythm games. Like, I'm not terrible at it, you know? Just not great. But when it comes to like reaction speed, I think I'm decent. Not amazing, but decent. This is a Gallahan or something from Doctor Who. I have not looked that up before. It sounds complex. Cryptography is the hone of securing communication by changing it over into a code or cipher so that it can be as if it were perused by those of the key. What? Girl, what? I didn't catch like a single thing that you said there. Well, if we want to talk about our strengths, what do you think is a strength of yours? I feel like for me, I am decent at communicating. So like communicating ideas and paraphrasing and things like that is something that I feel I can do well in English at least. I don't know how well I'll fare in other languages, but breaking down ideas is something, if I understand it well enough, is something that I think I can do decently well. Other than that, I don't know what other strengths I have. I feel like I'm a B tier person. Like I'm not excelling at anything crazy, but I feel like I do decently in most fields. Relative curves? What? Did you guys ever watch that movie? It was, I think it's called Arrival. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was such a cool movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was about this like alien species that spoke in a very different language from our own, and it was very visual, and it was super cool. And I love that movie. It's so freaking good, dude. It's so good. Like, it was like 3 hours long. I remember I was watching it on a date. It was like a first date with me and this guy. And he decided, let's be cultured. Let's watch Arrival. So we were silent for the entirety of the movie because we didn't know each other well enough to be like talking during the movie. And it was also a public movie theater. So obviously we didn't want to like be nuisances in a public theater. Yeah, that date was an interesting one. He was a fairly nice guy. He was a really nice guy. He was decent. He worked in the K9 unit. And he was, generally a really pleasant date. But it was awkward because it's like, I didn't really get to know him much since we were watching the movie for most of the part afterwards. And the only thing I can, like, take away from my date with him was that he works with a lot of doggos. He showed me a lot of pictures and videos of them. And that he orders coffee at every cafe that he goes to, even though he doesn't really like coffee. apparently something his
アイエムベリ
grandmother
ーラ
taught
ネー
him
タ
is
イ
like,
カナ
if
ー
you're
ド
going to a
バッ
cafe,
ト
you
IMR
must
ソ
order
リアリーグッ
coffee.
ドアッ
So
ト
when
キッ
he
チ
ordered
ング
coffee, I thought he
コー
just
ヒー
wanted a cup of coffee, right? No, he drank half of it and he's like, I don't really like it. I'm like, do you even like coffee? And he's like, nope, I don't like coffee. I was like, why did you order it? And the man was like, I don't know. My grandmama said I had to order coffee if I went to a cafe. And I'm like, okay. Well, he was paying, so it didn't really matter to me. I'm a very
マキ
analytical
シマムレ
nerd,
ッドフラッグモ
but
ーメン
also
ト
really good at
LUL
cooking and coffee. Red flag moment? I don't think it was a red flag moment. I think it was more like it didn't seem like he thought much about the things that he did. It's just like fine, you know. He was a perfectly like nice
ド
person.
ロ
It was
ズ
a
さん親
pleasant
指
date
サイン
and a good movie too, but just a little awkward maybe. Cause yeah, after that I didn't even know anything about him. Hi, darling. My husband is home. Hehehe. Hubby's home, but I'm busy playing Tetris. Sorry. Have you eaten? I don't think he answered. Have you eaten? What do you
妖
eat?
怪
I'm gonna
CHXWY
get food later. Yo, hi, Chewy. Chat says hi. Oh, my throat is killing me right now. Oh my gosh, if I sound like an old man who's been
ジャスト
smoking
ライ
all
ク
his
ハ
life,
ン
I
ピープルキャナ
apologize,
ット
cause...
インターベリューウェルサムピープル
Oh,
キ
what's
ャ
wrong
ナ
with
ッ
my
トファー
throat
スト
today?
デー
It's
トウ
like
ェ
so
ル
scratchy. I think I'm gonna be down with a sore throat, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, I wanna
KQP
yap, but my physicality is saying, don't yap so much. You've been talking too much. It hurts a little bit.
ユーシュドアポロジズ
It
フォー
kind
オール
of...
ザットスモーキング
You should apologize for all that smoking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my... I just can't stop. It's part of my habit. I think that's making it itchier. Let's not do that. Ugh. 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 There's something going around for sure. People at my workplace have been like coming down with sicknesses too. And I remember the last time I took a medical leave, they were like, "Is it ARI related?" Which I assume is like your throat area. So something's definitely going around. I
マ
just
イ
don't
フ
know
レ
what
ン
it
ドア
is.
ルソボットエ
My
ーバ
friend
ム
also got the bug. Oh man. Yeah, so I apologize if I sound really like scratchy or raspy today. That's not how I usually sound. I'm usually really comfy. He apparently spread it to everyone in the class. Oh no! This is when I feel like maybe this is when I think maybe we should just wear masks all the time like we were in lockdown. But it's just so warm and I break out. Is it flu season over in Singapore? I do not know, honestly. It's just been really warm, and people have been falling sick left and right. But I don't know if we have a fixed flu season either. I've never really looked it up, but yeah, there are moments, you know, when a lot of people are falling sick. It just kind of comes and goes. I don't keep track of it. Okay. Honestly, I think we're doing pretty well today. My mind might be a little more awake from the exercise. I hate when studies are right and say that I can't just be lazy and get through life easily. Man.
Usually it's December and January around fair IAM and fair I
So in the
usually
States?
get sick.
Is it because of like the season? Because here we don't really have 4 seasons or anything. We just have... Oh, I missed my opportunity for a teaspoon. We don't have any 4 seasons. We just have the... What's that called? Sometimes we have rainy season and sunny season. That's all we have. Rainy and sunny.
Winter
Oh crap! Oh crap! Ah! Winter basically. Ah. I heard some people get seasonal depression too, like, cause it's so gloomy when it's winter. So I feel like if I lived in a place with winter, that's probably how I would feel as well. I love, you know, my house and everything being well lit. I just don't like it when it's like not nighttime and you like turn off all the lights to work on something on the screen. It just feels unnatural to me, at least. My husband, on the other hand, he always turns off the lights when he uses his computer, and I personally find that very disturbing. For me, at least, it's like, isn't the light from the screen even more jarring when you have your lights off, and you can't see the keyboard and see what you're typing? I missed my opportunity for another teaspoon. Sad.
There's a time when there is only each hour of sun.
1 hour of sun? Oh no, that sounds awful. I personally wouldn't like it, but I'm sure there are people who don't mind its coziness, maybe. But yeah, seasons are crazy. Rad, I'm a nightlife person. Hey yo, I have the clubs open from 1 p.m. all the way to like 5 p.m. Honestly, like early clubbing has been something that I've been a fan of recently. So there's this I don't know if it's an organization, a group of DJs, I guess. They're called Golden Mix, and what they do is they mix any song, and they usually have their gigs in the daytime. So it's like it's not daytime, but it's earlier than most clubs. So you would go in around like 8 p.m. and you'll be out by like 10:30. And I love that. Like I feel like that's so much healthier than going to the club at 12 a.m. and then like staying until 5. Cuz my old bones can't do that no more. Like yeah, the idea of it is still fun, but in practice or like in actuality nowadays, I just can't do it. I can't stay up past like 4 a.m. and not be like home and have the energy. You know, like if I'm at home, I can still stay up. You know, if it's a holiday or something, I'll still stay up. But generally, oh, I didn't realize I was not on Tetrio. But generally nowadays, I just can't stay out that late anymore. I just feel so tired. Just being out. And I'm like, oh, man, I used to be able to stay out. I want to stay out like all the time. But I guess that's a young people thing. I can't do it no more. I kind of feel like having some waffles and ice cream tonight. Ooh, that sounds really good. And maybe some tater tots. I'm fantasizing about food now. Oh, fast game! Auntie Hime, yeah, I'm kinda in the older range of like content creators already, I guess. I see people who are like 15, 16, still in secondary school, like making it big on social media, and I'm like, I don't know how you guys do it, but props to you, honestly. You're just vibing and winning. For now, once we hit like up against the S ranks, you can trust I'm gonna like tumble all the way down. Did I stumble a food talk or midnight talk? I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place today. I'm gonna drink some water. Hi Brad, hi Jin, hi Troy! Hi John Ronald! Midnight Food Talk. It's not midnight for me though, it's still really early. It's still pretty early for me. Also guys, if you guys are sticking around, don't forget to reload the stream now and then, because Twitch does a weird thing where sometimes if you're like in the stream too long, I feel like it like kicks you out of being a viewer, which is annoying. Midnight Food Talk. Oh, Gamer Boy, hi! Lovely streamer. Thank you. Not even close to midnight for me. It is like 9 p.m. for me, so oh wait, they said good luck, have fun. I have to say good luck, have fun, otherwise I'm toxic. Okay, this is Zami. Okay. Yummy. I don't know what to eat, but I'm hungry. I think my last proper meal was at like 11. Hey, I miss chatting with you and your community at night. Aw, honestly, me too. But work has been so hectic. I haven't been able to like stay up and like just hang out in my VC, which I'm so sad about. Because honestly, some of the best memories I had during lockdown was just hanging out with people in Discord, and we would be in Discord like all day, all night, that kind of deal. Like even if I was be right back, I was like at dinner or something, I'll be like, okay, I'll be back in an hour, and then I'll be back in that hour. You know. Go eat. What? I was snacking the entire day. That's why I'm not super hungry, but I definitely need to eat something proper soon. I'm thinking something healthier, maybe like fish soup or something. I started watching Cardcaptor Sakura yesterday, and it's such a throwback, dude. Like, I am realizing I never really like properly paid attention to it, and I feel like that's me with a lot of my childhood cartoons. It's like, okay, it was on TV, I would watch a couple episodes, but I didn't really know what was going on. So I wasn't like paying attention to the telly most of the time. So now that some streaming platforms have brought back some of the old, classic anime, I'm like, maybe I should catch up and like properly digest what was actually going on in there, because I think it's also very hazy, my memory of a lot of the early anime that I used to watch, and rewatching it now makes me feel like, okay, my memory of it is a bit clearer, although I'm really just recapping what I have watched before. during lockdown, I binged the whole of the Atlas series, so Avatar: The Last Airbender, as well as Korra, which I never watched, and it was great. It was so great. Pretty sure we all start to recognize some dark undertones in childhood shows, which is great because it's like there's some how to say. I feel like it was a really good era for cartoons, but also a really weird one. Like there were a lot of cartoons that I was like, why was I allowed to watch this as a kid? But you know, if it was allowed to air, what can I say? It passed. It passed the quality checks or whatever. Yes, Adventure Time. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite pastimes, occasionally, I like fall in and out of it, but one of my favorite pastimes is watching those video essays on themes that were explored during various Adventure Time episodes. And it's really cool to like rewatch them and like go, huh, you're right, actually, that's pretty effed up. You know, but I think that's what makes such a quality cartoon is like whether you're watching it as a kid or as an adult, there's something to be enjoyed about it, something to be taken away from it, you know. I was at a Bible study recently. Yes, I'm Christian, she goes to church and all that. I was at a Bible study recently and it was on the parables that Jesus told. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with what parables are, they're basically like short stories, right? That Jesus or whoever would like tell to kind of bring across a point. It's something like an analogy, sort of. And it was really interesting to like discuss them because even in the Bible, there are a lot of analogies that I think when I first read it, I'm like, okay, I think this is what it means. But then as I analyze it a bit further, there's rereadability there. You know, like there's new things to be learned, new things to identify from those passages. Like from a secular point of view, I think it's valuable to have a look see at the Word of God, if you will. Ah, okay. Woo. Okay, I'm trying to survive here right now. So give me a moment to like get back on track with what I was talking about. Okay. Woo! We out here. We out here. Ah! I remember, I think it was a couple of Good Fridays ago, like years ago. I was already streaming at the time, and at the time I had my keyboard with me. So we had like a mini like worship worship, if you will. Worship stream, and it was really fun. Cause I think if there's any like songs that are most familiar to me as a bunny who's grown up in the church songs, like, you know, I memorize them. They're so familiar to me already because we sing it like every week. Really is great. Did you watch Avatar: The Last I have not, but I heard about it and I've seen clips of it and it seems pretty funny. But you'll have to appreciate it as a separate entity, of course, from the original source. Ah, no! Okay, we're good. We can still salvage this. We're good. I think maybe. My mom goes to church. I see. Ooh, wait. I think we're doing one of the techniques, but I can't remember what it's called, and it's very demanding. Ooh. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm comboing. Nice. Okay, I might need to take a quick break because my wrist is starting to feel some sort of way. And I want to be a bit more like, as I get older, I feel like I have to be a bit more conservative about like listening to my body. Shinji, hi! How are you today? Yeah, because it's like you never know when something can just go wrong in your body, right? Like whether you sprain something or something. How's stream so far? It's been going well. Shinji Ikari. Yo. Oh yes, Evangelion is definitely a series that I have to check out proper as well. I have not watched it, which is a shame. Because I feel like it has such a classic fan base. And I gotta check it out sometime. It's like a must-watch anime, you know? But who knows? I don't know if I'll enjoy it, but we'll see. I have heard of it, but I haven't watched it. I don't even know what it's about. Do you have like a quick rundown of what it is? And if you guys have a favorite anime that you would like me to check out, let me know. I'm thinking of having maybe like some watch parties. We used to have some watch parties in Discord, which were always fun. I mean, it's a lot easier than streaming because I don't have to say anything. VR Quest based. Oh, VR Quest. Oh yes! Butchie the Rock was something I really enjoyed. I was like watching it weekly. Yeah. Butchie the Rock is great. I enjoyed it a lot. But I will admit, I haven't really watched K-On! And that was like way back. I feel like I need to. Like, I might have watched an episode or two, but I never properly watched a whole thing. I've got a lot of classic anime to catch up on as a person who is in the J culture space a lot. I feel like I'm missing a lot of the experiences with classic anime. Because I never had Aniplex or any of the channels that showed anime. I only started watching when I was like 10, and by then the in thing was Naruto. So I started off with Naruto, and then started watching other stuff from there as well. There's one that I really want to rewatch that I know I enjoyed so much as a kid. It's called Yakitate Japan. And it's about this boy who likes to bake. It's all about bread, and your girl loves a good bread, honestly. So I remember loving that anime so much. I made fan art of it, and like nobody really knows about it when I talk about it. But it's so good. It's so good. I promise you. At least from my memory, it was amazing. I could be wrong. Bread, yeah, exactly. You should check it out as well. Le Pen, yes. Oh, Silent Voice is I think the only anime movie that I've watched maybe 3 times, which is a lot for me as someone who doesn't really rewatch stuff. So, it's really good. It's really good. Silent Voice is one of the best, I feel. Like emotionally, I got very invested in the whole plot of Silent Voice. So, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I still haven't properly watched Sign of Affection, which I know I put up for you guys to watch, but most of the time I was actually away from my computer, so I wasn't watching along with you. Sadly. I should catch up on it and actually watch it.
What kind of anime genres do you like?
I think when it comes to anime, I'm quite alright with most genres. As long as it's not super gory or like super horrific, usually I'm fine. Like I would check out anything at least once. No promises that I'll follow up and like follow the series closely. But for the most part, I think I find most are palatable. SLF, what's that? Nisekoi. Oh, I haven't watched Nisekoi. What's that about? I know it was popular for a while, like years back, but I never hopped onto the hype. I don't know. Uh-oh.
It was the first manga I finished.
Ooh. I think the first manga I like finished. Oh, the first manga I ever read was Black Butler. And then the first one that I finished was probably Promised Neverland. I forgot what the plot was too! They announced it but didn't show the trailer yet. Oh, Shangri-La Frontier. The thing is, like, I feel with my viewing habits, when it comes to shows and stuff, anime or otherwise, once I find something that I really like to watch or follow, I follow it all the way. So I tend to like finish one thing at a time most of the time. So the most recent series that I finished in anime was Dr. Stone, and then the most recent like show that I watched was Physical 100. But the thing is, like, I will have to watch the whole thing, and I'll keep up with the whole thing until it ends whenever I find something that I really want to watch. So I'm not someone who can have like, oh, bits and pieces over here and there. Although there are some that I don't mind like viewing as the episodes get released. So one that I'm following right now is Dungeon Meshi, which I think a lot of people are following. It's so great. Oh my gosh. Can I just say I love Studio Trigger's animation style so much. It's really comedic and the expressions are super fun. It adds so much joy to the viewing
I love
experience
the
for me
lore.
personally. Oh yeah, the lore is crazy too. I still need to go and read the manga though. I hear that there's a lot of things that get like explained in the manga that's really fun to check out. So I'm certainly intrigued and would like to check it out once I have a bit more time in my hands to
We
read the
still
manga.
talking about the bakery boy.
We're still talking about the bakery boy. Bakery boy as in Yumero Patis. Oh no, not Yumero Patisserie though. I did enjoy that one a lot as well. What's that called? Suddenly I forgot. Yakitate Japan. Well, he's still on the table for discussion if you would like to talk about it. Oh, we did it! Wow, we actually winning today. I'm so
My
happy.
love story with Yamada-kun at LV999.
Oh yes, I've seen that one,
Good job,
but I
Hime.
haven't watched it.
It's on
We're almost at
Netflix.
16k. But guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take a quick break here because my wrists are feeling
Second.
a little tired. So, set game just chatting. Is it good? Ah, my stream deck is doing weird things again. Come on. Okay. I love the rom-com in it. Oh my gosh, I would love to check it out. There's just so many shows I want to watch. I think it's really cool that we're in an era where we can like have choice paralysis over the shows that we want to watch. Because just maybe like 10 years ago, you would have to catch it live on air. Or somehow like pirate it and go to a suspicious site to watch it, you know? It's so funny. Ooh, Level 99 has excellent sound design among other things. I'm excited to check it out. So it's a romantic comedy. I have a few on my list that I haven't watched that I really want to watch. Like, Wotakoi? Wotakoi I want to watch. And then, yeah, Level 99 is on the list as well. I can't remember what else is there. I have to go and look it up. And the antivirus keeps popping up warnings. Yeah. And you couldn't take a toilet break because otherwise you'll miss it if you come back late and you'll miss a part of the show. Man, I remember those times. Though it was a very habitual thing for me to watch TV when I was younger. Do you feel like that's how you treat streamers nowadays? It's like, oh, you know, if you know this person streams often at this time, so if you haven't noticed, I'm trying to make like 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. my time slot, because that's where I feel like most comfortable streaming. Like that's good timing for me personally. Nice awesome play. More pro VTuber Tachi Hime for running queen. That's a long sentence. I feel like there are a few people that I watch like routinely and they've kind of become a part of the like things that I do on that day. So I have some friends that I watch on Sunday morning specifically, but not any other time. Because most of the other times I'm streaming myself too. Thank God I don't have CC that stretches to 8. It's my pleasure to be a part of your routine. Hi Patchouli Daze! Welcome in. I'm supposed to have blocks and talks, but I'm taking a break because my wrist is feeling funny. And your girl hasn't stopped talking for the past 1 hour, so I don't know what I'm doing, but... I'm trying to record a rabbit hole cover, but it's not going very well. The thing is so fast. I'm struggling. It's so difficult to like nail down the proper timing. I apologize. That's my bad as well. I've just been going like off track. But yeah, we were talking about anime. What do you like to watch on what's that called as a routine? So if you have anything that you do on a routine that has to do with like watching stuff, share with me. I would love to know. Also, I'm gonna turn off speech chat for the part that I am just chatting with you guys. Yeah, and my bestie has the habit of putting on Bob's Burgers, which is an amazing show, by the way. I love it too, but I've only ever watched it once, and then I keep it at that. But my bestie has the habit of putting on Bob's Burgers whenever she's like doing like having a meal. That's her like comfort show. Yeah. Pacholi says, I used to watch Lockpicking Lawyer. Oh my gosh. His videos are really cool. I used to watch, when I was like younger as a teen, I used to watch Bub's Beauty. I used to watch Vsauce. I used to watch BuzzFeed. Nowadays, I'm going back into Smosh because I feel like I've gotten a bit more attached to the new cast now that Ian and Anthony are back in charge. I've been watching a bit more Smosh again. But there are a few people that I try to tune into when I can catch them. Usually it's my mutuals on Twitch. Binding on one, binding on two. I still don't know how to lockpick. I think that's such a valuable skill. I watch Hermitcraft for comfort. What is Hermitcraft? Hermitcraft. Hermitcraft.com. Wait. Oh, it's a Minecraft server. Ah, I see. That's so fun. I never managed to like get into a Minecraft server very heavily. I hear that the show did some crossovers with The Simpsons. Bob's Burgers? I don't recall it personally, but I'm not someone who like pays attention to the crossover episodes that much. Yes, all the people are so cool. I'm gonna go check it out if I can. Though I'm a little short on time nowadays, which is sad. I hear that the show. Oh wait, that was what Troy said. Shinzi says I'm a slice of life rom-com junkie. And I have so many shows to recommend, but I'll try to curate my recommendations. Honestly, if you have a full list, just go for it. Just go ham, honestly, because I feel like I'm the kind of person that you gotta advertise your anime to me, because I don't really go out of my way to look for like a hipster anime that people aren't really watching. I feel like I typically watch what's popular. So if I see it appear enough, then I'm like, all right, maybe I'll check this out. So that's my personal, like, when it comes to shows, that's what I usually do. Pachela says, back during COVID, besides BTVers, I also watched Lewis Rossman's Apple repair videos. I have never watched Lewis Rossman's Apple repair videos, but it seems really interesting. Brad says every episode is 20 to 50 minutes, so it's like anime. Color Rising Sun says I watched Gray Inside of Hermit Crab. It's just so fun. I remember I had a time during lockdown where I just watched like Among Us videos nonstop. You know, like where it really took off with offline TV, like streaming Among Us all the time. That's where I got to know them personally. Like I know they've been around for ages. They're like pioneers of the platform already, but that's where I got to know them because previously, before lockdown, I never really touched Twitch. I wasn't really familiar with the whole like live streaming space, and now I've been a streamer for 4 years, which is crazy. I'm gonna need to recommend for people to watch on Hermitcraft. Oh, feel free to like post it and suggest here. Was on the anime I didn't watch yet, and it's still on the shelf. Wait, you have the like physical DVDs? Hacholi says, because Singapore Turf Club has closed, you should watch Uma Musume. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to check out Uma Musume. It seems really fun. Shinji says, I'll drop my recs in the Discord that sometime soon. Sure, sure. You never really knew about Twitch before? Yeah, I didn't really know about Twitch before prior to this because I don't know. I just never gravitated towards using the platform until much later. I hear Uma Musume and thought it's Suzume. Suzume was a good movie too. As a method 4, I had website to watch anime. Sorry, I didn't really comprehend that. Could you like paraphrase it for me if it's possible? I love the idea of just like humanized animals. So there's also this one that's coming out, right, about the deer. There's like a girl who's a deer and she's going to school, and it seems really, really chaotic, and I'm kind of there for it. I'm looking forward to watching that as well. We also watched The Boy and the Heron, and all I can think about that is we should have watched Suzume in the cinema instead. I feel that. I feel that. I watched The Boy and the Heron in the cinema as well, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, for majority of the movie, I was like, WTF, I don't know what's going on. And I know it's more of an ode to like his old works and all that. So if you are a really big Studio Ghibli fan, you'll probably enjoy the callbacks and the references to his previous works and stuff. But as someone who is not a very attentive person when it comes to things like that, I looked at the plot and I was confused for a lot of the time. My girlfriend just fell asleep. I saw what happened but wasn't particularly amazed. I feel like the reviews are really mixed with The Boy and the Heron, though it is visually stunning. You can't fault that. Like you can't deny that, but it was genuinely a bit confusing for me. Like I went like I know that I did not get a movie if after the movie I'm immediately searching what is the meaning of this movie? What was the plot of this movie? Because I didn't catch it. The Flying Panda, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. How did you find us? I would love to know. Well, I'm trying to say that I got some anime on the website, but I got lazy to watch them. My husband has like 15 or 16 tabs on like the website that he watches anime on. I personally close all my tabs whenever I shut down my computer, so I could never keep up with that. I actually felt the way that the movie looked too. I compared it to Suzume, and it's a work of art versus paint doodles in comparison. I guess everyone has their preferences. Studio Ghibli has a very signature style, so I think they definitely lived up to that style and delivered what Studio Ghibli fans would expect. Suzume is a gorgeous movie as well, though. What I loved about Suzume is following her on her adventure and just the people that she met on the way. I didn't really care for the male protagonist. It's like this man had less than 10 minutes of screen time before he just like disappeared into the void. And I was kind of mad at that. Like I thought that he would have a much bigger role to play apart from whatever he was doing, you know? So I was kind of annoyed that he didn't play much of a role, but with the focus being on the heroine instead, it was like it was kind of wholesome, you know. I love a strong female protagonist, or one that is strong in other ways. They don't necessarily have to be big and buff and tough, but a strong female protagonist is just someone who is, to me, believable, to me, like relatable, or maybe she is emotionally very resilient and perseveres, you know? So characters can be strong in different ways. But I will admit, I sometimes have a little bit of an issue with characters who are a bit too weak or a bit too cowardly. Like, it annoys me a little bit, especially when everybody else is like doing their best, and then there's like this one character who's just like, I don't want to do this, I can't do this, ah! And somehow with that cowardly attitude, they get things done anyway. Like that makes me mad a little bit. Bunny Senpai series is good. I like the chemistry and the romance didn't even drag for so long. I know that there were a few other girls apart from the main girl that appeared like afterwards, like his sister and a few other people who's like started disappearing and everything. So I stopped once the focus was no longer on my Hi Hime, sleepers for the week, and I'm as weak as it gets. Hi engineer, welcome in. What time is it for you right now? Second Bunny Girl Senpai. I love the song. The was it the OP or the ending? It's just beautiful. You'd hate Future Diary, then the male protagonist constantly doesn't want to get anything done and that unit just carries him. The only redeeming factor about Future Diary is that it's thrilling, so I don't really have time to like settle and like critique the main character. So I didn't think much about him. I was more concerned about the things happening around him, you know? No, why? The rest of the episodes and movies are good also. I don't know. I just didn't feel like watching anything that wasn't really focused on her anymore. I was like, eh. I didn't have any strong feelings when it came to Bunny Girl Senpai, apart from it was a very gorgeous anime. But I didn't really continue it after that, that's all. I just kind of put a pin on it and never went back. Ending, yes. It's so good. It's 7:30 a.m. here. Wait, have you slept at all? Or are you how have you been up the entire night? Oh no, Dungeoneer! Oh my. Troy says, you wonder got that in the magical girl setting? What do you mean magical girl setting? And how'd you go? So where does Zenitsu stand? Zenitsu! Yeah, I'm not fond of Zenitsu as a character. Firstly, all he does is oogle at Nezuko, and secondly, he's super cowardly. Compared to the rest of his counterparts who like yeah, it balances out the trio and all that, but it still makes me a little mad. It's like, why is the only time you're useful when you're unconscious? Or like not paying attention? That's like you don't even know when you're being useful. BGS Bunny Girl Senpai started me down on the anime rabbit hole about 3 years ago. I see. So I guess it has a special place in your heart as well, right? Troy says the strong female protagonist type in the magical girl anime. Magical girl anime. That depends. Is it like a mahou shoujo, like the typical kind that is a bit more geared towards children, where you know it's usually a group of friends? I think they have a very positive attitude towards life. I wouldn't say that they're particularly strong. Uh, because from what or at least the series that I'm thinking of, mahou shoujo anime don't usually put their characters through any like super complex, hard to overcome situations. You know, they'll eventually find the power of friendship to overcome it. That's how I feel about that. But if you have any series that can prove me wrong, or if you want to recommend anything that doesn't go through that typical timeline, let me know. I watched Madoka Magica. I enjoyed that a lot, but it was really edgy. I can imagine if those type of anime in this industry. Also, the last Bunny Girl Senpai movie had a small line that I dubbed the Quantum Lolly. What? I have not kept up with it enough to know what you're referring to, but maybe I'll check it out if I have the time. Homies in the car, welcome. You look absolutely beautiful, and honestly, I missed you, and I miss hearing your beautiful voice. Also, I send you a big hug for being so precious and adorable. Hi, homies in the car. I apologize. Did you like change your username at any point? Because I don't really recognize it, and I apologize for not remembering. Usually, I'm pretty good with remembering the people who drop by, so I feel a little guilty that I don't remember you. But I would be happy to be reacquainted. Welcome back. Friendship for real, yeah. So I would say that I really enjoyed the My Little Pony series. It's not anime, we're moving to cartoons now, but I really enjoy My Little Pony. Genuinely, I think it's a really good show. Like, although it still has the power of friendship and all those, I feel like My Little Pony navigates a lot of social dilemmas, a lot of like social settings to do with family, to do with like superiors, to do with friendships as well. Like the way that they interact with each other and all that, I think it's really valuable. I remember watching My Little Pony up till season 5, and I haven't continued since then. But me and my little brothers were hooked, and we were like, I think I was 16 or 17 at the time, and I just couldn't stop watching My Little Pony. It's really good. I know the last time I know people who watch MLP for the JP dub, I always watched the English one, but I guess I was just used to it. MLP, the best magical girl anime. No, it's not magical girl anime. Magical horse girl animation. Choice is a cartoon. Yeah, it's not an anime. It's not classified as anime, but it's still animation. MLP is as good as the specific episodes writers. They vary depending on the writers. Okay, yeah, I think I may have been biased in like remembering the ones that were better, so I have an overall really good impression of My Little Pony as a series. Though recently, my kind of segue into My Little Pony or that fandom in general has been a little bit strange. I don't know if you guys have seen this trending on TikTok or on other like platforms, Facebook or whatever. Have you heard of this genre of content that's something to do with an infection? It's sort of borderlines creepy pasta, but it's so specific and so repeated that I don't think I can call it creepy pasta anymore. So with this whole genre of like infection series, it's not just My Little Pony. I've seen it with Sanrio. I've seen it with I don't know what's going on with my FYP on TikTok, but they've just been showing me a ton of like infection, MLP, alternate universes. And it's so creepy. I feel like the juxtaposition between it being a childhood cartoon and like the goriness of the whole like infection theme is what okay, my cat's covering my webcam right now. Get your fat ass out of the way. It's just so interesting to spectate. Is the fandom sometimes go? It's not the lewd versions. Yeah, I don't appreciate the lewd versions. I'm gonna start Attack on Titan. It's great. I hope you have a wonderful adventure with that. English dub is always my strong suit. I see. I haven't checked my username. It's just been a while, and it's okay. Aw, no problem, no problem. Welcome back. The new designs do look kind of weird. What MLP? I haven't seen the new designs actually. I know that Hasbro always has a thing where their toys go through like some sort of puberty. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of Hasbro toys and toy series, they'll like revamp it after a few years of it selling really well, and then it just looks hella ugly, dude. Like they did it with Littlest Pet Shop, they did it with My Little Ponies, where the toys just look really ugly. Or like they're not appealing and they don't sell well at all. And then they do like a little like revert where they go back to the old designs and they're like, "Oh my gosh, old LPS is back. Old MLP is back." But it's just you reverting to what was initially already selling well. I don't understand that. Hasbro did make Starscream a ghost just because the product looked cool. I did not know that they did that. Wait, Starscream is a Transformer, right? I feel like the Transformer fandom has been really big recently too, but I don't know where to get in on it. Transformers, like my little brother is really into the fandom right now. And it's not just the what's that called? Not just the movies as well. Oh no, it's a spoiler. No, I wouldn't like to know that, Bread. Ah. Let me just censor the spoilies. Ah. Aw. Though I guess it might be common knowledge that maybe I'm just not up to date. With Wings Club, I watched that too. I love Wings Club. Wings Club also went through a lot of different generations. And it was like progressively getting weirder. And I don't know what's the state of it now, but I think it's still active, right? It's still around. Hi, Stinky. He's like slow blinking me. Yes, boy. He's so comfy on my lap. You like the little head pats. You're a good boy. Good boy. It's dead, Sag. Wait, what's dead? Also, sorry. I feel like I feel like I can hear my thoughts a bit better without music today. So feel free to play your own music. Sorry to put this in your brain, but there's one manga that Starscream Ghost should possess the school. What? Troy, that is so specific and something that I don't think I would have wanted to know. But thank you for the info. Fun fact, I guess. Just in time for the awkward silence to set in because I turned off the music. Oops. It's dead, Wings Club? Oh no. But I know that Totally Spies is coming back, right? Fun fact Transformers has a multiverse war. Wait, really? Like an ongoing one? Stinky? Good boy. Not ended. Oh, okay. Pretty sure. But all in all, I'm just reminded there's so many series that I want to check out that I have not checked out. I'm gonna take some time to go and watch some TV after stream today. I might have to end a bit earlier than usual, guys, because my throat is really giving me like a bad time right now. And I apologize. I do want to try to keep all streams to 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. if I can, but today my throat is not doing me any favors. And tomorrow we're still doing Fishing Friday, which I'm really excited for. I hope you guys will tune in for that. We're going to be Fishing Paradise, which I can't wait to play more of. The Transformers did a crossover with Ghostbusters. Oh, there's a new Ghostbuster movie as well, right? Are you guys planning on watching it? I kind of want to. The last Ghostbusters movie was so good. The one with like the full women team and what was his name? Chris Hemsworth as like the himbo. I love it. Hope you drink a lot of water, Hime. I will. Thank you for your concern. I'll take care of myself. What about Star Wars? Like the movies only. I never got into Star Wars either. But I do have some community members who are super into Star Wars. So there are people that you can like fanboy with about that series. May the 4th is coming. May the 4th be with you, right? Patting my cat and he's so cute. Hey, good boy. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, sweet boy. Oh, Stinky. I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind me baby talking my cat. He's just on my lap. And I can't resist. He's so cute. Bye-bye. No, it's the most important date. And Sunday is for 20. Some Star Wars visions that have anime adaptations and stuff. I've seen, but I haven't watched them. Don't worry about it, honestly. As long as I get to spend time with you, I'm happy. Aww, it's a pleasure spending time with you as well. Stinky boy, cuddly boy. A very cuddly cat. He used to be so afraid when he first came, but now he's all comfy and he doesn't hesitate to try to steal food from me, first of all, and doesn't hesitate to snuggle up for some good cuddles. Glad I can be here, Hime. Glad that you guys are here as well. Thank you for keeping me company during the evenings. I really appreciate it. I hope that we'll get to spend more time together, more evenings together. If you guys want to be up to date with the stuff that I'm doing, you guys can check out my socials and my Discord. The remaining streams for this week, let me get comfortable real quick. The remaining streams for this week are tomorrow, Fishing Friday, first episode. We're going to be playing Fishing Paradise. And then on Sunday, we're having a bonus episode of Hime's Design House with a bunch of people. I'm still coordinating it, so cross my fingers. I hope it goes well. There's going to be way more people than there usually is on the show, so uh, wish me luck. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. 3 days this week, right? 4 days, including Hime's Design House, because that was kind of a last minute addition. So if you can, come and tune in. And if you do art, you can design with us the industry logos as VTuber logos as well. Can you tell that I'm getting a little tired? I feel like my model's a bit half lit right now. 4 days of Hime is spoiling us, Mang. I I'm grateful that you guys tune in for that much. I feel spoiled by you guys. I am nothing without you guys as my lifeblood. You are my chat. You are my lifeblood. That is the truth. And maybe sometime our community will expand. Don't forget to recommend me to your friends if you enjoy what I put out there into the world. If you have a good time with me all of the time, I feel like I feel like it's not too far away to imagine doing this full time. I would love to be a full time entertainer, stream every day, and be the person that can be there for you um, whenever you want me to be. Although, like, not in a super parasocial way, but just like in a comfy way, like to be present and to be an option for relaxation when you feel like you need it. When are you gonna be live again? I'm gonna be live again tomorrow, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need to sleep early by 11 because I'm meeting my friends in the West tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm going to the East on Saturday. Tomorrow I'm going to work, but I'm going to the East on Saturday, and I don't really like going to the East often. My friends want to go to Jewel Changi to try some like cakes and stuff, so I think that's gonna be fun. I haven't had a chance to go out with my friends in a while, so I think it's gonna be fun. That's 8 a.m. my time, so I'll be off. So you got me for the full time. Oh, thank you. East, really? I feel like I don't go to the East much, so maybe I'm just really unfamiliar. I grew up in the West, and then I live Central and work Central. So the East is the only part that I've never like been fully immersed in. But yeah, and I never schooled there or anything either. So it's a very foreign place to me. May the best bunny queen and also pet too. Thank you, John. Can't wait, and honestly, your little speech was so good. It melts my heart. Aw. I'm glad you enjoy my streams. Also, another little update on like the order. I don't know how many of you were here for the big pinky unboxing last week on Saturday. We had this big box. It was like a big lot that I ordered online, and half of the stock was missing. So I messaged the seller, and they finally got back to me. And they're gonna resend the rest of the stuff to me. So I'm really, really thankful. Once all of those arrive, then we'll do the full unboxing of the full lot as soon as I can. So if you want to check out my toy channels as well, it's Hime Toys on TikTok and Instagram. I post up all my unboxings and things over there. Well, not the full bod, but stuff that I take the time to film and edit. So if you could give us some love, I really appreciate it too. It was a whole cartoon. Oh, what whole cartoon? Have a good time in the East, teammate. I'll try my best. I feel like Jewel Changi is always a very happening place to go to. Like, there's always something to do, and it's so huge. I'll probably drop by the Pokemon Center and other places too. Pacholi says, West feels far from the city. If I remember correctly, it took me an hour to reach Suntec from Chachuka. Yeah, I think it should take around there. It was like a whole carton. Yeah, a whole box. But there was supposed to be like two whole boxes worth, so they missed out on half the order. But I'm excited to unbox it once it's all in and then find a place to display it because I don't really have a place right now. Everything is just in the boxes. So I'll update you guys with a shelfie. Shelfie meaning shelf selfie? Tech collectors, yeah, I'll update you guys with a shelfie once I got it all up and ready. But meanwhile, I think my Miku collection is still the biggest one in my household. Space is always a go. Okie dokie, I'm gonna set off now. My throat is really giving me a bit of a hard time. I'm so sorry that today's stream was so short. It was just a short, like 1.5 hours, but I hope that you enjoyed your time. Although it was brief, but I hope to see you very soon. I think we can go to a friend's tonight. Last stream we raided Fion Mello, who is still online right now. And today we can probably... Oh, I haven't seen this user online in a while, so you guys must have seen her in the chat. She's usually one of the first few to come in. But if you guys haven't checked out Sparkle Woofy, she's someone that I enjoy the vibes of, one of my comfy streamers personally. She has got a really interesting avatar, and she plays Monster Hunter. I don't play Monster Hunter, but I enjoy watching people play it. So, yeah, I hope you guys spread the love over to Sparkle Wolfie. She is a fellow community member after all. Also someone who like talks to me in Mandarin and our Discord. So she has a special place in my heart, and I'm sure she'll find a way into yours. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time. Bye bye. Let me find a more chill song, shall we? To like end on. Okay. Take care of your throat. I'll be sure to make that hot tea that Gamma recommended earlier. Good night. Good night, everybody. Let's see if my Okay, it works. Good night, Hime. Good night, Brad. Good night, Kat. Good night, Shinji. Good night, Jun. Good night, Binary, Troy. Good night, Patch. Good night, Chris. I'm gonna miss you guys until tomorrow.